But he's looking to throw that downfield. Has a man wide open. Dylan Bell's got it. A foot race. Spins, free, and scores. Can you believe it? There's a lot of calm and command from Miller at the start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams. Still spinning free. Touchdown Alabama. They answer in one play.
Welcome into episode 8 of Through the Whistle. Thank you for tuning in and joining us for the 8th time in the last month and a half, something like that. Math is mathing. Anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way early. Like the video, please. While you're watching it, just go ahead and hit the like button. Videos up here, like buttons will be right there. Just hit the like, thumbs up, helps a lot.
Subscribe.
And subscribe, turn the bell icon on too. Drop a comment in there if y'all have any disagreements about anything Kevon says, because we all know I'm usually right about everything. Because did I not give out three bangers of picks?
I mean, we can cut back to it if you want.
Oh no, I'm definitely going to start with that.
Cut back.
Because I said
Flashback.
Illinois covers the spread.
Flashback.
I said Bama going to win.
Flashback.
And who else did I say? The Kevon versus Ty game of the week last night. You said the Bills are going to win. They got blown out.
Flashback.
They got blown out.
Flashback.
Kevon.
Flashback.
But you know what? We have more than enough time to talk about the Bills and the Ravens and Ty being right per usual.
This is your first perfect week.
Hey. You can't have a second perfect week until you have a first perfect week.
Listen.
I'm waiting for yours.
I mean, I had Ohio State covering the spread.
Oh yeah, and I also had Ohio State covering the spread. That's 4.
No, you asked.
Yes, I had to ask because, we need the Ohio State talk because Ohio State people like to hear about Ohio State even though they play against little league teams.
That's what y'all did all last season.
Hey, whoa. It builds character.
Exactly.
It builds decorum.
It builds character.
It's very
builds character to a national championship.
Yeah,
but it's okay. We're not.
It's very demure of us.
They're not even on the list of things to talk about. So.
Thank God, because there ain't nothing to talk about. Y'all don't play nobody.
Okay, we can talk about
we
something.
gonna talk about that. Oh, okay. Let's get right into it.
Okay.
Anybody who's like me, I'm a little old. I'm getting up there.
You're pretty.
28-0 in the start the Alabama-Georgia game. Although it was over.
I thought it was over too.
I was like, I was at Kent State at homecoming.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was like, I need to take a little nap. I wake up.
It's a game.
Why is Georgia about to drive to tie the game up?
Why
did Georgia just go to
take the lead?
Take the lead?
Take the lead.
Because, Kevon.
It's a lot to get into. I mean,
Kevon.
Yeah. It was rough. I mean, it was like we saw two different
teams.
Yeah, it was like two different stories just going on. First half story.
What did bro say? They had us in the first half. I can't lie.
Yeah, Georgia definitely came out like that. Yeah, first half, I don't know what the hell they thought was about to happen.
They thought they was playing.
Like we said, DeBoer brought that by. Looked like he was the best coach in America.
Yeah.
In America. It wasn't going to lie. I mean, we saw Ryan Williams. They forgot that Milroe knew how to run
the ball.
I guess they forgot that. I don't think that was on the scout report. It's okay. They shut the running backs down a little bit. I'll give them that. I mean, running backs only outside of Milroe. I mean, best game was 35 yards. I mean, they still averaged 5 yards a carry.
I'm not saying that.
But I mean,
5 yards a pop is insane.
5 yards a carry, but I mean, it was just like belt
to ass.
And I'm talking about like it got real. It looked real sexual in there on the field. It was bad. It was bad. And I'm telling you right now, it was sick. It was sick to watch. I was really like debating if I was going to turn that TV off because I had the two TVs going. I had to have Ohio State on the big screen. But besides that, we had Georgia, and I'm talking to my boy Brandon. I'm like, Brandon.
Every time you look good, Alabama was scoring again.
Bro, I'm saying, and it was just like we said, them weapons, for Georgia.
Gone.
Tragic. And it just Carson Beck. I put in a group chat. He came out there with the binky on. I'm like, oh, you thought this was about to be? Oh, you thought this was
playing against?
Oh, you thought
you
this
playing
was about to
Vanderbilt?
be sweet?
You thought it was?
You thought it was about to be sweet? He came out there.
No.
I was like, kid, you are not that type of guy. Do not do that. Do not do that. And then he came out there and looked abysmal.
2 picks.
Abysmal. 2 picks in the first half. And it was just like, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Bama's defense looked like, I was like, oh, okay, this is the Bama we're going to see.
They got it.
We said Texas, but
we said Texas, I don't say it was a 2-man race.
Listen, I was about to say Bama might have had something to say, but then the second half, Ty.
Everything we talked about that could go wrong for Bama.
Went wrong.
The DBs get beat. Carson Beck is a Heisman Trophy candidate. Carson Beck is a top 5 pick possibly. Damn. This Georgia defense plays defense. Damn. I don't know what Kirby Smart said at halftime, but
I told you.
He should have started out. He should have started the pregame speech with.
And I give it to Saban because Saban said it on the halftime show that he was like, he was basically saying what he would have said in the locker room for Bama, talking about like, the game ain't over.
Nowhere close.
It ain't. We got a whole half. Exactly what y'all just did. They can do that too.
Same thing.
They can do that too. And
guess what?
They
did that shit.
And Kirby went in that locker room. He said, "Listen, y'all with them cars that y'all got back in Georgia, y'all better pick it up.
The totes are playing outside the facility.
Pick it up." And they did.
Mm-hmm.
But coming back from the game, Joe Class said today, he was like, he feels more confident in Georgia after the loss than he is in Bama after the win. Which kind of confused me because he was basically saying like, he saw all the flaws in Bama come to pass. Like, I mean, them DBs were mid. I don't.
But to say Georgia had a chance to tie the game up.
Not even that.
And bro wants to fade away when he's going for a jump ball. Take the fucking ball.
And I mean, Beck for over 400 yards. I mean, obviously the 3 picks, which came in obviously clutch for Bama's DBs, but it was just like 3 touchdowns still in the air. I'm telling you right now, if they go against Texas, them receivers, not the same as Georgia. You want to go against Tennessee, not the same as Georgia.
Not the same. You got a better play caller possibly in both those teams.
And then not to mention, and if you get into that playoff, Ohio State, them receivers not worth it. Boy, listen, I'm just saying Georgia is good because their offense is good because of Beck, to me, in my opinion. And
he has a lot of flaws.
Granted, he has a lot of flaws, but if you put an average quarterback in Georgia's offense,
that game is probably 41-0.
I'm saying that offense goes to trash. You put good receivers with Beck, that game might not be.
It might be the other way around.
Exactly. So what happened with Bama in the first half might have been going on, the opposite way. So that's where I find it a little off-putting that Georgia. Like, I can't say that I think that Bama's going to put up 42 points again if they play again, but I can't sit there and say that Georgia's offense is going to be able to put up 34 again. I can't see it. Bama, you play a first half like that, dominant, great, all power to you, but you need to sustain that. Like, you're not, if you do that to anybody else, it's over with.
I mean, just like you said, you don't know if Bama's going to score 42 points again. They play again. I don't see Carson Beck throwing
3 picks.
Yeah. One of them being, F it, I'm throwing it away, and he's getting caught by it's going 5 yards before the out of bounds marker, and it leads to Alabama points in 2 to 3 interceptions. The mic fell off. It's okay. We got double mics, man. Anyways, but I just don't see that happening again. I mean, because if I'm being honest, them coming back from the 28-point deficit saved their season.
Yeah.
Because them taking the lead, but ultimately, losing.
Yeah.
That stopped them from going for number
10
to number 5.
Yeah.
Because number 13 right behind Misty was looking like it was plausible.
Yeah.
Because
it was looking like Deer in
it was all hype.
headlights.
Yeah, it was all hype, and especially coming off the game with Kentucky,
Where everybody's saying
yeah.
your offense is shaky.
Yeah, so you come out and get. If it would have kept going the same way it was going into halftime, it would have been.
It would have been bad.
Yeah, it would have been real bad.
We both thought Carson Beck was playing himself out of the first round.
Oh,
We was like, oh,
we thought it was about
this
to be
man was
second.
smoking mirrors. Because I already said I wasn't a big fan of Carson Beck coming out. And he was like, let me prove Ty right. Ty's a good man. Let me prove him right. Because
it was getting bad out.
Georgia was looking bad.
It was looking rough.
It was like their season was on the line because they lose in a blow. They get shut out. They lose 35-7. Oh, this is a whole different season. They're going back to number 10.
It was looking like
if
how
we lose
you guys
again,
did when you guys lost to Texas.
You drop from 7 to 15 like Michigan did, a nice 8-spot drop. Because, I mean, we say it every year. They're going to look out for the SEC. Now if Alabama loses to Tennessee or to Texas, guess where they can't go? They can't go behind Georgia. Now that you have a buffer window, you have a block to, we have a little cushion right there.
Right.
Because I just don't understand how, like you said, Joe Klatt said, I'll be more worried about Alabama. Oh, I'll be scared as fuck. Because you got to get a game winner at home after you were up 28 points.
Yeah.
Because, trust me, Neyland going to be rocking.
Yeah. And then not to mention, it's like, you got to sit there and think. Milroe, I mean, I don't know how more perfect you going to ask this man to be.
27 of 33.
Yeah.
117 rushing yards.
Over 500 yards of total offense.
4 total touchdowns.
Yeah. Like I said, you can't ask him to be better. I mean, you can ask for the running back
Because he
to
was
play
making
better.
great throws, besides for the interception. But he was making great throws the whole night.
And it was like it was just like whenever they needed an answer, he was
there.
He was quick with it. It was like, okay, y'all need something. All right, I got you. And it was just like, all right, so DeBoer's showing that he know how to use a dual threat. And it's like, okay, he's making them slight little movements where Georgia's going to look like, okay, we got to respect him. And it's just like they were more fearful for the running backs than they were for Milroe. And I thought that should have been opposite.
Definitely should have been opposite.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, the defense. I don't know. I mean, I get it because Josh Pate, he had basically the opposite reaction where he was saying he thought Georgia only came back because Bama was playing so far back and they were just letting them do whatever.
Which is a dumb thing to do when you're having a quarterback like Carson Beck.
It's just like, at what point do you stop? And it's like, okay, if you go into that mode, are you telling me that you can't get back into the mode that you were in before? And it's just like, okay, so you're playing cover 4. Okay, you let up 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns. All right.
Yeah, when you say, okay, let's go back to what was working in the first half.
And especially when you're sitting there seeing your offense
stagnant.
And we talked about it. We talked about it all last week. They're either hit or miss. And guess what they did that second half? It was miss, punt, pick, punt. And then
17-year-old saved the day.
And then it's there. It's just like they don't know how to keep the wheel turning. And it's just like they get
the cruise control just gets there.
Stuck.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, you gotta do better. But what saves Bama is they don't have to play the gauntlet that Georgia has to play, because the only thing they got Tennessee left, and that's about
Tennessee, and then they have the hardest game.
I mean,
the hardest game in the nation, Auburn.
I'm not.
Auburn, who went, who has a whopping 2-3 record.
But
they do have to play Missouri. But Missouri's coming into Alabama, which does help.
That should be a good game. But I think that they're more worried about Tennessee, and they're obviously worried about Tennessee. But then Missouri at the end, that should be something they're going to be walking into. Georgia, on the other hand, having to play Ole Miss, Texas, Tennessee.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, but Ole Miss's offense can still possess the same type of problems that Bama's did, and it's just like,
but we can't shit on Georgia for struggling with Kentucky's defense.
And they lost.
But then Ole Miss lost to Kentucky, so
without a doubt,
we gotta give them the same respect.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I also think that on the opposite end, Bama's defense didn't possess the same type of problems that Ole Miss might. Ole Miss, their thing is they can create pressure inside, interior pressure. On the outside, I feel like Ole Miss's defense, the way that Bama's DBs look, they can be up there. I mean, Kentucky was barely moving the ball at will. I mean, not barely moving the ball the entire game, and then they got a fourth and forever. Yeah, and they won the game off of that. I mean, you gonna lose games like that sometimes, but it's just like I feel like Ole Miss throws a different type of curveball at you, especially with the type of offense they got. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And I mean, Georgia. We thought Georgia was going to win this game before the season started because we had them in the playoffs.
Yeah, we had Alabama missing completely.
And I think it's looking like more flip now, especially with the way Bama's schedule looks. So, we'll see. Bama might have a cruise control into the SEC championship.
So I'm looking at the rundown. I didn't make the rundown for today. And I don't even know what this second one says, but it's...
Go ahead and put the slug right there. We're going to put the little lower third right here. Right here.
I don't know why.
Lower third.
I don't know what this says.
We can just put the highlights up.
I don't know. I don't
put the highlights up.
I don't think I can read, honestly.
Highlights. Because y'all cheated.
How did we cheat?
Did we not see the onside kick?
How was that us?
I'm just saying.
Because the refs are bad? That's my fault?
I'm going to give it to you. I mean, you.
I mean, if Alabama doesn't get punished for going on cruise control, why do we need to be, ostracized for being on cruise control?
One's playing against Georgia, one's playing against Minnesota.
Yeah, go on cruise control against Minnesota.
Y'all have no room to be on cruise control, Ty.
I mean, we won.
Against Minnesota. And guess what?
Minnesota.
And this is the thing is, Ty, we're also not going to sit there and act like y'all have no room for error.
We do.
Y'all don't.
We do.
Y'all do not.
But we weren't going to lose to Minnesota.
I could beg to, can they get that? Y'all, listen.
It took that man catching the most
wooziest pass
ever.
Yes. And it took y'all getting an onside call on an onside kick that they got.
They should never been offsides. Coach better.
They weren't offsides. They look.
Don't make it close.
Look better.
It was a hurricane out there.
Right. You guys made it close. We're talking about Alex Orji throwing for.
He had the best game of his career, passing wise. Did he not? Did he not, ladies and gentlemen of the courtroom? Did he not come out there and have the best passing
yardage wise?
Yes.
We're not asking. The bar is the floor.
Okay, he's improving week by week.
This is worse than Caleb Williams improving.
But
86 yards is what we're talking about.
We're talking about 100% upgrade. Is over 100%.
Because he had 30 yards the week before?
Yes. That's literally how the math works. Miss two ball. Let them know that's how the math works.
Ty, we had to come.
It was a downpour, 86 yards in a freaking monsoon. I'm taking that.
Okay.
Against a pretty good Minnesota defense.
Why you had to shake your head when you did that?
Because I had to make sure they had no water in my ear from the rain.
Tom, let me understand. You said the 86 yards was a great game in the monsoon, right?
He played good.
Okay, so what did Minnesota's quarterback play like?
He played bad.
With 258 yards on 27 of 40 completion to
and interception.
And a touchdown and a pick. Your boy Alex already had a touchdown and a pick too.
The pick was bad. It was fake. Placebo.
Right. So
that's cool because we're looking ahead. We're looking ahead at Washington. That's why.
We're looking ahead to Washington.
Yeah, it's a trap game.
Trap game for what?
For us losing. What do you mean?
Illinois?
No. I'm saying Washington. Minnesota was a trap game.
Oh my God!
Minnesota was a trap game, bro. Okay, you know college. Think about your college years.
Washington is 3-2.
Think about the 20 years ago when you were in college. The emotions of a game like the national championship that we had. Now we're playing the same team. We're having a rematch. Keep on. That just builds up the emotions. So we're looking ahead to that. We're like, oh, we gotta go back to the dorms because it's raining right now. We gotta go take a shower. We gotta get back and we gotta play a Washington team next week on the road. And Ty's not going to be there, so we got to actually put our A game in for next week against Washington. So that's why we start looking ahead in the second half. You know? Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's how that works.
I'm going to head up.
we didn't need the Chiefs to win. I mean, we could have blew them out, but it's like we got to make the Big Ten look good. So we got to make sure like games stay competitive so they look good. Yeah.
You're delusional.
Come on, wake
You're
up.
delusional.
Wake up.
And I'm telling you
Wake
right
up.
now, y'all are losing to Illinois. So I'm delusional.
Yeah, you are delusional.
No, because what I don't know what the hell you just crazy concept that you just came in here with. But the fact that USC and Minnesota scored the same amount of points on y'all is ridiculous.
It was raining.
It does not matter.
We didn't want to be outside.
Y'all are both at home. You were at home.
We didn't want to be outside. It was raining. But speaking of hurricanes, talk about a hell of a segue. Miami, Friday night.
Talk about getting cheated.
Talk about fucking cheating. Boy, oh boy.
It's okay. I thought it was
Cam Ward.
Incompletion. It's okay.
Cam Ward with this little nonchalant shit.
Hey, it's aura.
He threw 2 picks.
It's aura.
He did that the little nonchalant, threw a pick the next play.
It's aura.
Yeah.
Isn't that your
Kevon,
thing?
if that happened to you, if you went to Ohio State like you wanted, would you not be pissed that he was doing that nonchalant shit and then throwing a pick the next play?
No.
You're lying, Kevon. You're lying.
Like you said, it's aura.
That's not aura. That's fake aura.
The nonchalant is aura.
Okay, so when do you turn it on?
What do you mean?
It's
all
picks.
game. It's all game. It's okay. They're playing against they're Miami. Now you're talking about if you would have kept Ohio State, that would be a completely different story because Ryan Day for one is not going for that. Second of all, he's not throwing to Miami receivers. He's throwing to the best receiving core in the country. And we're not going to talk about that.
He threw ugly interceptions though.
He did. And everybody gets a mulligan. Every team gets one. Bama had their.
Everybody gets one.
Exactly. Everybody gets one.
So
Ohio State hasn't had their one yet. Oregon had their one with. Actually, had two. They had 2. Georgia had theirs with Kentucky. Bama had theirs with USF. Everybody gets one.
All right, so why can't we get one? So Michigan can get theirs.
Y'all have one against Fresno State.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's literally the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
It's kind of the same thing. But I don't think I think they were kind of sleepwalking into that. I mean,
it's
honestly,
Friday night. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It was 95 degrees.
We're not going to sing that song.
We're not going to sing Glover like that.
No. But they got college game day coming to town this weekend. They were probably looking more like, oh, Cal coming in. Cal looking good. Cal 3-1. And then they got Louisville after that. So it's just like, I feel like they was just more or less, it was just relax and chill out, relax. And,
You're Miami. You don't have any leeway to do that.
Y'all Michigan, and y'all didn't have any leeway, but y'all did it.
Miami hasn't won an important game since, 2003?
They lost that game. But
I'm talking about before they played y'all.
So
the whole season.
Doesn't matter. They're good. They won the game. They won.
Because of a holding call that was phantom.
It's okay.
That was not a holding.
It's okay.
It's called a pancake.
Everybody gets one.
And then the freaking Hail Mary that was caught by Virginia Tech.
He was out of bounds.
No.
He touched the ball.
Miami's player was out of bounds, so he got bailed by bad defense.
Exactly. He was out of bounds and he touched the ball incomplete. And that's good. It's okay.
Why? Because we both have Miami win the ACC?
Exactly. Exactly, America. We have Miami, and the way it's looking,
a win is a win?
is coming for them, and a dub's a dub.
A win is a win. Do I want to be right or want to dog?
Exactly.
Downplay Miami.
Exactly.
I think I'd rather be right, because someone has to be right around here.
Clearly it's not.
Perfect weekend betting wise last week.
But
it ain't easy.
We're talking about Miami.
Easy.
We're talking about Miami. He had 343 yards. He had 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Just cut the pick by 1, and we're good.
They were ugly interceptions. Keep on.
They were foul interceptions. The first one I think he was just more or less trying to be cute. It was
that nonchalant shit.
Yeah. But I also think that he thought the corner wasn't going to look. I mean, the corner wasn't paying attention until he turned around and he was like, oh.
Oh, so he was.
He thought he was.
So he was playing like a regular DB.
Yeah. Well,
no corner's looking until he looks at you. Until he looks back to the ball.
But usually at the receiver, he was trying to run towards the receiver, try to get back, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm getting closer than I thought." Oh, pick. Thank you. But that's besides the point. It's okay. It's cool. Aura. He's gonna get it done. He's still top 3 in Heisman, but it's okay. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. I'm just saying.
All right. So what is this blind ranking?
No, we're not going to get to the blind ranking yet. We're not. Stop looking ahead. Stop looking ahead. I want to first ask
I
you.
want the blind ranking.
You want to get the blind
Can I
ranking?
see what the blind ranking is?
No.
Okay.
But we have to take a look at the landscape now, Ty. We got all these different changes in the AP poll, all this type of stuff. I want to know, is there a change and anything that you want to
Oh,
make
there's a lot.
in your stuff of your playoff bracket? We look at the top 12 right now. And obviously, it's not going to be the same because you obviously got to take the top 4 from every conference. But we look at 1, Bama, 2, Texas, Ohio State, 3, Tennessee,
4,
Georgia,
5,
Oregon, Penn
Hey,
State.
4 teams in the same conference. Top 5. It's
Insane.
great.
Insane.
Crazy.
But we knew that was going to happen with
The SEC, you know.
And then we got Oregon,
Tina Trump
Penn
treatment.
State, Miami, Missouri, Michigan, USC, and Ole Miss.
Shout out to Michigan getting back in the top 10.
Won't be there for long. It's okay.
We're not losing to Washington.
Now listening to that top 12, do you want to make any changes to what you had in your playoff prediction?
Just like the founding fathers, I have some amendments to make.
You do. A lot. Pretty much. Especially the Big Ten championship. But we're not going to talk about that.
Is it not still a possibility? How isn't it? Oh, so you don't think Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten anymore?
I don't think Michigan's going to be here.
Oh, yeah.
You're a hoodie.
So,
Yeah.
amendment number 1. Alabama, I'm sorry for the disrespect.
From both of us.
We are sorry.
I had you one ranking.
We are
below.
sorry.
He had you guys missing like by 4 games, so it's okay.
I am sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, you know.
Monty,
Ole Miss,
Monty, that was for you.
Ole Miss, get the fuck out. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna say all that.
No. Ole Miss, you're cooked.
Okay.
Tennessee. Nico, I thought you were a year away.
You're not.
You are not. You
You're
are.
here. You are firmly
You have
established.
made. You have made it. You have
firmly established.
Welcome to the party. Hello.
Firmly
Nice to meet you.
established.
You're taking Kansas's spot.
But you're saying this.
Taking Kansas's spot.
But listen, you're saying this. They still got 2 top games they gotta play, and I don't know if they're gonna win both of them. But they gotta win
They're
one of them. They gotta
beating
win one.
Alabama.
They gotta win one of them.
They're beating Alabama, and I'm not worried about that at all. And this is gonna be a hot take right here. Hot take.
Steamy.
Notre Dame, you are not making it. That's not the hot take. That's not. Gotcha. Thought you had a friend right there. You did not.
I think Notre Dame still makes it.
Notre Dame does not make it because my Group of 5 champion was wrong.
Was he? That boy.
Army Navy is going to be the deciding factor
Ooh.
of who makes the college football playoff of the Group of 5. Because Kevon, don't look now. We're on a collision course in the AAC championship game. Undefeated Army, undefeated Navy. That's aura. And, you know, since Army Navy likes to have the spotlight only on them, shout out to our troops out there, they want the spotlight just on them. Yeah. So they're going to play the AAC championship game before they play each other in their regular season game, which is fraud.
That is fraud.
That is very weird.
It's very fraud.
Because
That's aura.
that's hella aura.
Definitely aura.
And we gotta. They both play Notre Dame.
Yikes.
And Kevon, I don't know if you've seen Navy's offense.
They might.
Navy's offense is for real.
Well, come on, man.
No. And they play Army, who just had 500 rushing yards in a single game. Oh my God. Well, what is that? Why are you rushing that much? Relax. Army, Navy.
That's what Troy said.
Now imagine this. Someone did a little cello thing. I don't know. The harp. The harp. Ooh. Think about a different world, reality. Imagine this. Army Navy play in the AAC championship game.
Okay.
Navy wins. Okay? Navy has the highest Group of 5 ranking
Okay. Over Boise?
because they have a win over Notre Dame. You don't think that?
Notre Dame win. Okay. We're going to play in your magical world.
So, that next week, Navy basically has it. They're basically in the playoff. They're Bam! Right there. Undefeated aura. Army comes back and beats them that next week. Kicks them out the playoff. Would that not be cinema?
I don't think it'll be similar because I don't think anybody's gonna want that.
Kevon.
Nobody's
That's
gonna
aura.
want- nobody's gonna wanna see
And then it's like, if you take them out, are you saying F the troops? Is that not what you're saying? Is that not what you're saying?
Listen, Ty, it's
And on top of that, but the thing is, it's weird. Because guess what happens the week before Army and Navy even play? The college football playoff selection happens. So what do? Do you wait? Do you push it back? What do? Now you're fucked up. Now the playoff format is fucked up. And now you gotta change it. What do? Think on your toes. That's what keeps you on your toes, keeps you going. It's like Robert De Niro said in Heat. Just keep it going. That's just me. Keep on. Your amendments.
my amendments. Obviously, Bama is going to be in the playoff, I believe. Notre Dame being that top like next seed, looking a little tragic. But
A little. You said 5.
I'm not going to lie to you. I know they're undefeated. I know they're looking good. I mean, off a bad week, but I think Clemson's about to win this ACC. I ain't gonna lie to you. Clay Cup, for all the times I told him that this man is trash, this man is garbage. Hey, Clemson low key looking crazy. And I mean, I still think Miami's gonna make the playoff, but Clemson looks like they're about to win that ACC championship. And then we also got Utah over here selling souls. Colorado.
What do you mean?
Colorado looking.
I mean, did you hear me change my Big 12 pick? Because my pick is definitely still in line. Arizona's still alive.
Y'all just got off the win. It's okay.
They
It's
beat
valid.
Utah.
They did. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just got the win. But Colorado looking a little good.
So I'm not worried.
Looking a little good.
I'm not worried.
Looking a little
No
good.
Fafita legacy
But,
game.
I mean, I'm just saying. I might want to. The Big 12 is looking a little shaky for me. Utah. Cam Rising, of course, gets hurt.
How do you hurt your hand?
Yeah, don't know.
You're number 9 coming soon.
Sick. But, like I said, Clemson and Miami might be my little change, flip-flop. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, I like Ohio State still. Texas is still looking good. And, yeah, I think we're cooking with that.
So
And Boise State, I want to put in my group of 5. And so, I mean, we didn't really do a group of 5 thing.
So do you have Ole Miss to make?
I think
you know
Ole
they-
Miss can rebound.
Because you know they're on a 1 game.
Yeah. Lane Kiffin, you better get in your bag. Get in your bag.
You know what's funny? So I remember when we were doing on the board, we were on the big board, right over there. Y'all can't see it, but it's over there. You said I don't know what he did. He messed it up a little bit because I had Notre Dame higher. I accidentally had Notre Dame with a loss already on your thing.
We're good.
And they were at number 10.
We're good. We're
So
good.
I think
We're
you owe
good.
me a thank you.
We're good.
See, even when I mess up,
My predictions are right.
I still did
know.
the right thing.
No, my predictions are right. They
I
weren't
messed
yours.
it up and it went pro you.
But you didn't have it. It's okay. Win, victory for me. But Ty, now what you been waiting for? So
let me lock in. My fellow Americans.
over the weekend,
Yes.
we talked about it.
Yes.
We argued about it.
You argued about a lot of things. Carson Beck.
Not besides that.
It's over. It's over, Carson
Y'all
Beck.
clearly, you're not the
We're not.
minority, but there's a little camp on this side.
What do you mean by that?
And there's a camp on this side. This camp is Ryan Williams' camp. This camp is Jeremiah Smith camp. So listen, we're talking about 2 freshman wide receivers doing dominant, definite, they're just
He's in high
doing
school
damage.
right
I
now.
get
How
it.
is he
I
not
get it.
better?
He's in high school. He's not better. I will take
17.
everything that Jeremiah Smith does as a receiver better than Ryan Williams, except for anything that he has to me over Jeremiah is that he has the yak. The run after the catch is the only thing I'll give him. But that's besides the point. We're talking about the dominance of a wide receiver. And dominant, how great they have been. So Ty, long-awaited, got a blind ranking of the best wide receiver seasons
Ever?
in college football since our lifetime. So,
Or my lifetime.
our lifetime. Well, we're going to go.
we're going back to the
You know what? Let's go back to. F you. We're going to go back to. We'll stop at. Let's say about 2004. 2004.
So
Okay.
no, it's okay. So no Randy Moss. Randy Moss will
Yeah.
not be on here. Okay.
No Randy Moss.
Billy Edwards number 1. I know he's gonna
Randy
be on there. I know Baylor's gonna be on
Randy
there. He
Moss.
asked it.
All right, Moss. So no cheating. Ty. We're going to start off. Blind ranking. Justin Jefferson. Out of 6.
Out of 6.
Out of 6.
5.
Justin Jefferson, 111 catches, 1,540 yards, and 18 TDs. Number 5.
5 against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Crazy.
One
5 against
crazy.
Oklahoma. 5 on my list.
So you got him number 5.
He wasn't a Dolo number 1.
Okay. Number 5. Number 2. Corey Davis at Western Michigan. He went crazy. He had 97 catches for 1,500 yards
Yeah.
and 19 TDs.
He was
went
getting
8.
off. He was going off.
He went 8.
Then that's what the Blake Bortles here, right?
Yeah.
4.
Number 4. Okay.
It was either 4 or
one-
6.
No,
I feel some BS coming.
You got him one spot above Jay Jettis. Okay, cool. Number 3, Amari Cooper, who went even crazier.
Yeah.
124 catches, 1,727 yards
124
with
catches.
16 tutties at Alabama.
He was doing it by himself too.
He was.
Had a mid quarterback. Number 3.
Number 3. So you got him basically in a row. 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Come on.
Number
Say it.
4, Justin Blackman. 111 catches, 1,782 yards, and 20 tuds.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2. So then we're still in order.
Bro, it better.
Blackman, number 2. So I just want to remind you, Blackman at number 2, Amari at number 3, Corey number 4.
I promise you.
JJ number 5.
He has to be on the list. Smitty has to be on this list. He has to. That's the only reason I'm leaving number 1.
Number 5, Jamar Chase.
Number 6, easy.
80. You got him below Justin Jefferson, who had
Yes.
less catches. Who had more catches, but also less yards. He has 1,780 yards and 20 touchdowns. Okay.
I promise
Okay.
you fucking say Chris Olave or some shit, I'm gonna be pissed.
So number 6, you got Jamar Chase. Number 5, you got Justin Jefferson, which is foul. It's okay. Number 4, you
Mr.
have
Davis.
Corey Davis. Number 3, you have Amari Cooper. Number 2, you have Justin
He's
Blackman.
gonna say some bullshit.
Now, number 1, you have Michael Crabtree.
Oh hell yeah!
134 with 19, 62, and 22 touchdowns.
Make sure everybody at home can hear me. Game against Texas. Crabtree, balls free, touchdown Texas Tech.
Listen.
Easy.
Second down now. Deep strike. Got the big man. Crabtree pulls free. And touchdown. Red Raiders with a second to go.
I know. I told y'all. I be knowing. I just know.
You this out.
I know.
You this out.
Cause okay, if
Yes, sir.
I did know who was gonna be on this,
You this out.
I would have went Crabtree number 1.
Yes.
Cause boy oh boy,
Yes.
that's dominance.
Yes.
Number 2, I'm gonna be honest, was Justin Blackman.
Yes.
Number 3,
You want Blackman number 2.
I want Amari number 3.
I would have probably had.
I would have went Corey Davis.
I would have had.
Stupid.
I would not have had Blackman number 3. I would have had Blackman number 3. No, number 2. I'm sorry. I would have had.
Well, you would have had fucking
I
Jamar
would have
Chase
had
at number
Jamar
2.
Chase number 2. I would have had Jamar Chase number 2. I mean, dominant. 1,780 yards. Not.
You see how you have 2 players on the same team? Both
I
on
would have
this
had
list?
Justin Jefferson
Then
last.
That has to take.
I would have
Justin
had Justin Jefferson last.
Blackman, biggest what if in NFL history. I don't care what nobody says.
It's okay.
Look, I thank you guys for listening to this great line ranking by me. We'll take a little short break. Be back after this. Through the Whistle, episode 8. Welcome back in episode 8.
Yes.
Through the Whistle.
Like,
If y'all haven't liked it yet, like the dang video. It's right there.
subscribe.
Subscribe. It's right
free.
next to the like.
It's free.
It's free.
And it does nothing to you.
It does nothing to harm you. It does-
Nothing.
It helps us a lot. Thank
Just
you.
like. Just like.
Thumbs up. Thank you.
And share. Don't forget to share. I like to share.
Follow us on TikTok too. To the Whistle 2.0. Anyhow, we touched on this earlier. Pause. Bills Ravens. Kiva, you go ahead and hype me up real quick if you want, cause
You had a perfect slate. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, we ain't gonna sit there and guess we're gonna sit there and admit that we both were right about Josh Allen doing this every single season.
you knew he does this every
I
season,
do.
but you,
I did.
Wait.
I
Come on,
wanted
you have
to believe.
Ty was right about that too. Okay.
I wanted to believe in Josh Allen. Instead, didn't go back to where he was.
Yeah, they were dropping everything. They were dropping like it was hot.
They didn't help. They didn't help the man out. They didn't help him out. He didn't throw any interceptions, which is good. But they didn't throw no touchdowns either. I mean, one touchdown the entire game might be a little.
You know what we did forget though? Forget how Derrick Henry gets when he sees the Bills. Yeah. I forgot all about that. Derrick Henry has a knack for fucking over the Bills.
And it's like, even if we want to take that 87-yard touchdown away, which, I mean, basically put him at 100 yards off the jump.
Yeah.
We take that away. He still had 23 carries for like what? Almost $110.
Yeah. And 2 touchdowns. It should have been a third, but he fumbled into the end zone. Imagine having him 3+ touchdowns. You know how sick you would be.
about as mad as somebody was at Kyler Murray.
And the fact that the Falcons didn't want to cover 2.5, wanted to win by
Kyler
2 points.
Kyler Murray, me and you need to have a conversation.
It's because you're in the portal.
I'm not going to Phoenix anymore.
I'm sorry, Martin. They didn't want to go to Arizona. So
Back to the game.
the Ravens.
Back to the game.
Where did they go from here? They have the Bengals coming up next week.
They go to 2-2. I think they about to dog walk the Bengals. I don't know what. They got the win. They got the win last.
They were looking shaky.
They got the win. But boy, when you got Andy Dalton out there looking like he prom, I'm like, bruh, that Lamar Jackson about to be a problem in that game. He gonna be a problem. You know how he get against the Bengals. So,
But Kevon, you know what? I'll say that perfect Thursday.
I'm just saying, from what I saw, the Ravens moved back into that point to where I had them as the biggest threat to Kansas City. Go back to episode 2? Yeah. And we're gonna see that defense is starting to look back good, but I don't know if that was more or less the case because Josh Allen don't have them weapons.
Because there was Shakir dropping stuff, Keon Coleman dropping it. Like, what's going on?
I mean, we was talking about how Stephon Diggs wasn't an issue, but
That's a Diggs game.
It sure looked like that Diggs could have been
game
used
yesterday.
It looked like Diggs could have been used last week, yesterday. So, Josh Allen may have been just, everybody gets, like I said, everybody gets a mulligan. Everybody gets one.
I mean, I think the whole division said, let's give him a mulligan because the whole division lost.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins are
Jets.
The Dolphins are losing tonight to the Titans. I'm calling it now. Titans are not going 0-4. Calling it right now. Tape it. Even though it's on YouTube, so it's already taped. Titans are winning tonight against the Dolphins.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't want to know because like we said, this was kind of a must win for the Ravens. So I don't know if they just came in here with more intensity, more wanted. They wanted it more, but it just looked like Josh Allen and were flat off the jump, and it was just like we saw first drive, not first drive, but second drive coming back. It was like okay, they can get a little something going something, and it was just like no, we don't got nothing in us. So Ravens,
Defense looks like it's coming back a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm still not a fan of how they are going about with this defense. It's not as good as it was the last couple of years. So we're just gonna see. Lamar Jackson played great though. He played great.
I really hate how the Ravens come out every third quarter because they don't do anything in the third quarter. I mean, you guys were able to. Oh, you shook your head. You agreed.
No.
You agreed. It's the Cowboys still.
Oh no, they played multiple teams that I could have liked.
The
So you never
Cowboys
know.
came
Never
out,
know.
punched them in their mouth third quarter.
Yeah.
You know, started to build the comeback up. I mean, at one point I was like, oh, here come the Bills.
Yeah.
Bills about to make the comeback because if you get down to one possession against the Ravens,
You might have to get.
you know Lamar's going to tweak out a little bit. He's going to
He played great.
Spike Lee.
He played great. He played great.
Speaking of Spike Lee, he need to chill out.
13.
Kelsey Plum. Chill out on my girl.
113 of 18, 150 yards, 156 yards. I'm sorry,
I mean,
2 touchdowns.
his passing yards look like I bet on it's over or something.
Hey,
Boy, oh
he had
boy.
50 yards rushing. 50 yards rushing. So it's good.
Yeah, I mean, play within the game, play within your system.
I mean, not even that. Just take what they're giving you.
Yeah, I mean, we can't be happy that Sam Darnold's playing within the system. Can't be happy that Brock Purdy's doing the same thing. Take what the defense gives you, and you're gonna win the game. Play complimentary football. But my boy Izzy was saying this happens every year. Ravens magically find themselves when the Bengals are about to come around. Because, I mean, nobody else in that division is doing nothing playoff-wise. Because
Just Bills are looking
I
pretty
mean,
good last night.
I'm talking about these last couple years.
Yeah.
The Ravens and the Bengals are the only teams winning playoff games in that division. I mean, the Steelers might as well be the AFC North version of the Cowboys. Winning record, but not winning a playoff game. Since I was a sophomore in high school,
They
which
lost
is
last
crazy.
week. I don't even think they have a winning record. They have what 1-3?
Who?
Browns?
Oh, the Browns. Yeah, they're what 1-2
1 and 3.
because they lost to the Chiefs, lost to the Texans last year.
Oh no, I was talking about this year.
Oh, this year. Oh, the Browns are out of it. Ashton, I'm so glad that you could join us in admitting that Deshaun Watson is ass.
Did he actually admit it? I don't think he.
I don't think he did. Because I know James blamed the coaching in the center.
And then Ashton blamed the quote unquote stars of like Amari Cooper and Giselle.
Kevon, in your days as a Cowboys fan, pre-2024, when you were a Cowboys fan,
Amari Cooper does this.
Amari Cooper likes to be on the back of a milk carton.
Yeah.
Big games, Amari, where are you at? Amari, we need you. Not happening. You would think, I'm back playing against the Raiders. I know we're not in Oakland anymore, but I want to show out. Because you would think the Browns could win a game when, Devontae Adams and Max Crosby aren't playing.
You would have thought.
But no.
That's when you're supposed to bet on them the most.
Yeah.
Of course. Who would have saw that coming? Who would have saw that?
That's why I stay away from that game. I stay away from Raiders, stay away team.
Yeah.
Because no.
Never know.
You never know.
Never.
You win this game, but you get blown out by fucking Andy Dalton.
Yeah. Makes 0 sense. 0 sense. Who knows? But see past this game. We go to your new Bengals, apparently, who they haven't been looking good, Ty. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
It's a divisional game.
You keep making excuses for the squad, and I'm just
Whoa.
Listen.
So the divisional game's not.
They do. They are tough. They are difficult. But we are talking about a divisional game against Trevor Lawrence, who just got done getting dogged by the Buffalo Bills. And it's just like, at what point are we going to sit there and talk about this Texans defense, who you claim was supposed to be this better version of last year, who has just been, it hasn't been doing anything. 2 touchdowns by Trevor Lawrence. You had Bixby getting a 90 yards in the game. ETN getting his normal 50.
Okay. Let's start.
We know the offense looks good. We know the offense looks good. We know that. CJ Stroud, he's going to do whatever he has to do.
And he was running yesterday.
When he runs, he look good. But what I'm saying is, get past that. Get around the Stroud to Nico Collins, the Stroud to Stephon Diggs, and then soon to be Tank Dell when he gets back.
Hey, Nico Collins looking like him.
Yeah.
Listen up.
Looking top 10. But
we're not going to keep on doing this where we sit there and say you just get a acceptance because it's divisional games or it's whatever it is. This defense don't look good, and I don't think that this defense can stop the Chiefs, which is ultimately where you have them beating them in the playoff. Them losing Rashee Rice, which probably looks like a torn ACL from what they said.
because Pat Mahomes doesn't want to actually try and tackle somebody.
It's okay.
Took out your
It's
best receiver.
Well, it's not okay. But they do get Hollywood back soon. So we're going to see. But at this point, Ty, this defense is not looking good. I mean, the defense we're not getting pressure like that. We got one sack against a lonely Jags offensive line that just be like anything happened to Trevor Lawrence, and then you just allowing too much on the run game. Ty, be real. Are Texans fraudulent?
No, because I picked them. Of course they're not fraudulent.
Okay.
I mean, yes, it was a 4-point game. Yes,
They were losing.
Yes, on the
They were
box
losing.
score, it looks bad on the defense.
They were losing.
But it took the Texans muffing a punt on the 5-yard line to set up their first touchdown.
Yes.
Oh, which they only scored 2 touchdowns the whole game.
Yes.
So their offense only worked for 1 touchdown.
Yes.
Second of all, they kept Trevor Lawrence under 170 yards. He had 169 yards.
That's not saying much.
He was 18 to 33.
Trash.
He's barely above 50%.
He's been doing that all season.
Yeah, yes, Bixby had 90 yards, but he had 1 rush for 58 yards. So, like, they're playing good football. Nick Wright said it a couple weeks ago. The Texans don't blow teams out. They've never blown teams out. And it's a divisional game. It's a divisional game. Of course, the divisional game is going to be close. I mean, look at the Cowboys. They had the Giants in position to possibly go down the field and fucking tie the game and win the game. So, like, what are we talking about? Like, what more, like, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. Because this is not college football where you have to be ranked every week. It's eye test. No. It's all about, getting a fucking win.
Yeah.
And guess what they did?
That's valid.
They got the fucking win.
That's valid.
Because, I will be honest with you. If AR is out for multiple weeks, I am scared of the Colts. Because Joe Flacco, yeah.
You got him better than
I think the offense is way better with Joe Flacco than it is with Anthony
respect
Richardson
that.
because everybody's talking Anthony Richardson's deep ball.
He's too hit or miss.
The deep ball is there.
Yeah,
but
he's
guess
like-
what?
he's like
Joe
40%.
Flacco can sling that motherfucker through now. What that little meme say? Hey, I got that thing for me to do now.
Okay.
And he can throw the intermediate and he can throw the short stuff. So you know what?
He might throw a couple picks.
AR is also going to go 9 of 20
Okay.
and throw a couple picks.
Stop.
Because we're being honest, they should be 1-3 right now because that Bears game was handed to them. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not worried about the Texans. The Texans are A-okay. They have the Bills next week. But
Bills are going to be coming.
I have seen Josh Allen, when he played the Texans in the playoff game, do a cartwheel with the ball. Literally did a cartwheel, a somersault. So,
I seen him fumble. Yeah, he did that fumble thing.
we will see if this defense is for real next Sunday at 1 p.m. With Tony and Jim Nance calling the game probably. Jim, CJ Stroud just really throws the ball really well.
Chill with Tony. I messed with Tony on the broadcast. All right. So
Let me get the last thing.
Last thing on the docket. We need to talk about this NFC playoff picture right now. Yeah, we early.
Who predicted
boy,
that the Commanders would make the playoffs?
You did. But ain't nobody see what's coming out in Minnesota. Ain't nobody seen it. And boy, what I tell y'all, first of all, to all my Sam Darnold haters, when I was a fan, yeah.
And then you switched your fandom up. Okay.
Sam Darnold, I was a fan. I was a fan first.
And then what happened?
I
gave
still
up.
became a fan.
You gave
I am
up
still
on
a
him.
fan.
You gave up on like everybody
I
else
am still a
did.
fan. Me and Colin Cowherd still believed in you. I picked you on Madden for my franchise.
What, back in Madden 19?
My franchise. You was my starting quarterback. And Ty, he has shown me why I picked him. Because he is out there
7
slinging
years
it.
ago?
He is out there slinging it.
He was out there slinging it in Minnesota. That boy,
Nutritional
Kevin
facts.
O'Connell, got that man out there looking like he back at USC. Looking like a bad man. Looking like a bad man back when he was playing against Penn State when everybody became like, oh, who is this? Who is this? But listen, we got Justin Jefferson. We got Jordan Addison. And then when they get Hawkinson,
the mind
when you get
of
Hawkinson back and the way this defense playing football. Boy, I'll tell you. I mean, granted, Green Bay came back a little bit, but it was game was over. It was exciting. They look for real. They look dangerous. They look like, honestly look like what we fear, what San Fran was looking like back when they had Jimmy
G.
Garoppolo. So, it might be a little too early. I might be buying a little bit of stock in that Minnesota. I might put a little bet in, a little sprinkle on them making the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sam Darnold, if you make it to the Super Bowl, baby, listen. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Like Quan used to sit there and tell me that people was just going to be, I forget what quarterback he told me was going to sit there and last longer than Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold's still out here starting today looking crazy. He disrespect to Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
Needs
just
to stop.
2 years in between being a
Listen,
starter.
Needs to stop. My boy got right in San Fran. He showed y'all that he could play in a system that was meant to be played in. You had him going to Carolina and the Jets where they were just looking god-awful.
I mean, he almost made the playoffs with the Carolina Panthers.
Look, that's why stop playing with him.
Got benched,
And then
bro.
listen, he got to San Fran. Brock Purdy got benched against the Ravens, and then he comes in. He's like, oh wait, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold? Okay. We talking about bridge quarterback to J.J. McCarthy. He got to the Super Bowl. J.J. McCarthy might have to sit down. Sit down.
You tell me he's gonna be a Trey Lance, Brock Purdy situation.
Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. Because I mean, J.J. McCarthy, he still hasn't even had a chance. But all I'm saying is, you can't take away the hot hand. You can't sit there and be like, all right, we just went to Super Bowl and.
So you told me they're gonna pay Sam Darnold?
No, I ain't gonna say they're gonna do that. But I'm just saying, like, you feel me? You throw a little $2 million.
So Kevon, if they make the Super Bowl, you know, teams are gonna
Go trade for that. Go trade for that.
Oh, let's go get that 20 mil.
Yeah, he gonna have to. I mean, he probably gonna go to a squad.
Oakland?
Yeah, I can see that. But I'm just saying.
I mean, shit.
I'm just saying.
If Matt Stafford retires, he could go be around. Go play in that Sean McVay system.
So my question is to you. After that long
I like how you didn't hype up the Commanders, but
rant. Yeah, no, we're gonna look at that long rant. Who do you think is more of a contender? The Commanders or the Vikings?
the Commanders.
Explain.
Well, obviously, Kevon, who's in the easier division? What? I mean, because they're sweeping the Giants. They already beat them once.
Pretty
Been
easy.
scoring a touchdown.
Pretty easy.
They,
Yeah.
you know, the Cowboys aren't looking too hot. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they split with the Cowboys.
They might beat them twice.
The Eagles look god awful. So,
If you can pass the ball, you're good against the Eagles.
and guess what the Commanders can do? Pass the motherfucking ball.
Listen, that DB core for the. My only thing with the Commanders is that defense is just, even though Kyler Murray couldn't get 150 yards, one bet away from $500. I mean $300. Kyler Murray, you owe me $300. Those DBs are just fraudulent, just a little bit.
Wait, in Washington?
Yeah, Washington.
That's fine because
Fraudulent. Just a
guess
little
who you're going against? You're going against
You gotta go
the
against
Eagles and the Giants.
Yeah, but Ty, you also
And
got. You can't tell me
You're
that.
already leading the division right
You
now.
You are.
Which definitely helps. And let's see who they're playing. They're playing a great Browns team.
Not great.
After that, they play the Ravens, which we've both said the Ravens defense.
Fraudulent.
You can't pass on them.
Yeah.
So what? 1-1 at worst. They play the Panthers after that.
It's a dub.
It's 2-1. They play the Bears, who's hit or miss. We can go 2-2. They play the Giants again.
It's a dub.
3-2. Play the Steelers. We can go 3-3. Who cares? They play the Eagles.
Dub.
4-3. Play the Cowboys again.
Dub.
Play the Titans.
Looks like a dub.
That's 6. Even if that's 6 wins right there. They're at 3. They're at 3-1 right now. That's 9 wins.
Dub.
They play the Saints. Where who knows about the Saints? Who knows about the Falcons? Cowboys, y'all might be sitting out y'all starters that game because y'all tend to do that in y'all's last game of the season most times. Depends on how things are shaking out. This is a 10-win team.
Listen, I understand what you're saying. I do.
No,
I truly get it.
No. And yes, I've been a Brian Flores guy since he's been in Miami. They play the Jets next week. They play the Lions. They play the Rams. They play the Colts. They play the Jaguars week. Play the Titans week. They play the Bears, divisional game. You never know what's going to happen. They play the Cardinals. They play the Falcons. Who knows what type of time Kirk Cousins is on. They play the Bears again. But the Seahawks, who are playing really good football, who are about to be 4-0. Well, no, they're not. They're going to lose tonight. They play the Packers again, and they play the Lions the end of the season. What schedule would you rather have? The Vikings or the Commanders? There's only a win apart right now in the standings. I'm just saying.
That defense, man, I'm just saying, man. That defense for the Vikings is looking great. Looking great. Best defense in the league right now.
Yes.
And then that offense is going to click. It ain't going to stop.
Justin's going to get his. Yeah.
Yep, Kevin O'Connell's not going to stop dialing up these plays now. And you got if Aaron Jones come out there and run like that again, boy, we're going to be sitting there. That offense is going to be able to do whatever it wants. Jordan Addison, Jefferson over the top, play action to Aaron Jones. It's going to be easy money. But I do understand your point. The schedule definitely leans towards Washington. But like I said, we're talking about DBs that can't cover. We got to sit there and look at it. In this division, you got the Eagles, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith when they come back. You got CeeDee Lamb you got to deal with. You know, we all know Dak's record against the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like...
I've also seen Dak lose to Sam Howell.
I did. I'm just saying.
I seen A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith lose to the Giants last year.
The only reason I will lean more towards the Vikings is because I trust their coaching staff more. And after, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Washington's coach. Came from Dallas, but he doesn't have that defense.
Cliff Kingsbury calling the plays.
But we know the Cliff Kingsbury situation. They start off hot, first half of the season, and they start to sputter a little bit.
And we know so you don't think Sam Darnold can turn into a pumpkin?
And that offense, listen, don't get me wrong. He's gonna have his days where he's gonna look at Sam Darnold like. I trust that defense. I trust that defense can hold teams to 17 to 20 points, and that Kevin O'Connell, even with Sam Darnold playing trash, can put up 21. That's it.
You don't think the Commanders can put up 21?
They're gonna have to. They ain't got no choice.
You don't.
They ain't got no choice.
I mean, I just saw Giants be able to,
They ain't got no choice.
move the ball against the Cowboys. I think Jaden Daniels will do a better job.
I think he will.
But we're gonna go ahead and talk about this right now. It is 6 months in advance. Basically 11 months in advance. When J.J. McCarthy comes back next year, I don't want anybody to complain, the Vikings were better last year. Because Brian Flores is not going to be there next year. He's going to be a head coach somewhere. Is he not?
I don't know. Only because he hasn't gone into a perfect situation for him to do that. Now, if he became a Dallas Cowboys head coach,
no, he's not going. He's not going for that.
I heard that he could.
Jerry Jones.
I could peer my head back into the rearview mirror and be like, "Hey, listen."
I left the keys at the house. Let me pull back up.
You hear me? But listen, there's not that many teams that I can see him going to right now at this point. But he has to make sure that he has a quarterback that he likes and a quarterback that is definitely a veteran.
If they listened to him the first time in Miami, they would never be in this problem. He wanted Justin Herbert. You give him Justin Herbert, and he's still there. And guess what? Y'all probably have a playoff win by now. But that's enough about nothing. Kevon, episode 8 in the books.
Like, subscribe,
Comment. Please.
Share.
But more Dolphins Titans tonight. Who got it?
I think I'm agree with you. Can go Titans.
Of course.
I think Titans.
Seahawks Lions. Who you got?
I think Geno's gonna pull it out. Pause.
All right.
Team going to get it done.
All right, you heard the man. I got the Lions, but you know, no one wants to listen to the good old Ty. But anyways, Through the Whistle, episode 8. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday, hopefully. You know, never know. Could be a monsoon again out there. We'll go save lives. But anyways, episode 8 in the books. Thank you for watching Through the Whistle, episode 8. Hey, that throw getting better now. It's hitting inside the camera, so it don't look good.